largest cargo ships, and some are very large. The container ship Benjamin Franklin, for example, could transport 2 Space Needles on its deck, laying end to end. And if you unload all the containers it can carry and lay them end to end, the trail of containers would stretch 68 miles. That's a big ship. The Port of Seattle is a big factor in Seattle's economy. It handles 26.1 million metric tons of cargo every year, to and from Asia, Europe, South and Central America, and beyond, and provides over 45,000 jobs.
Hi, my name's John Edward Smith, aka Salish. I'm a proud member of the Skokomish Indian tribe, one of the branches of the Seattle Sea tribes. When you were boarding today, you might have noticed it looks a lot like a canoe. I'm proud to say I designed artwork on both sides of this beautiful vessel. The Seattle Sea was a major highway that travelers used to go hunting, fishing, and socializing, like potlatches. That was a feast with other tribes and families that could last a few days. They're a lot of fun. The vehicle used for time immemorial was the canoe. It was like the family wagon of its day. Salish canoe carving and artwork is alive and well. I do my part by carving canoes, weaving baskets, using the techniques and designs from our ancestors. They are the best teachers. One of the great artists I want to mention today was the man who designed the logo for the Seattle Seahawks, Marvin Oliver. I'm proud to say I knew him and his family well. I'm a proud member of the Salish Sea Nations and a proud Seattleite. In fact, it was my idea to call it the Salish Sea Tour. Welcome to the Salish Sea, and go Hawks!
Right now, we're going to take a break from the narration. You're welcome to take selfies and group shots. Go ahead, make weird faces. And refreshments are available. In a few minutes, we'll share some more interesting stories about this amazing Emerald City. In the meantime, enjoy the view.
У меня? Нет, блин, прошу, Саня, рядом с Сиэтлом. Должна быть. О, вернусь. Вот, впереди вас.
Слушайте, вообще, вон! Вон там тихо.
Кит?
Вон, вот и корабля.
Вот там.
Вон возле корабля вот так выпрыгивает, или мне кажется.
А это то на другой конце берега вот там. Это да? Вот это? Вот, смотри, там два крутит. Нет, ну да, такой радар, ну да, против коллижен. Это же не что-то такая какое-то оборудование.
If we're very lucky, we may see some sea life. And if so, the captain will pause the tour narration so you can enjoy taking photos. Sea lions, harbor seals, harbor porpoise, gray whale, humpbacks, and of course orca can all be found traveling and feeding in Elliot Bay and the greater Salish Sea. All of our whale species in the area are able to hold their breath for up to 10 minutes. Orcas can swim over 33 miles per hour, and family groups, pods, can cover 100 miles each day while hunting and socializing. They communicate with their own unique vocalizations and calls. It's like each pod has its own accent.
They do different dialects.
Вон вертолет. Или это самолет, гидросамолет. Ну да.
Don't try humpback. Whoa! Whoa! You actually sound sick.
Maybe louder, huh?
Don't do
Вот там какая-то пена.
Didn't it sound like orcish?
It doesn't sound orca. It sounds like
Это есть, но не факт, что это от китов.
We will continue to search the horizon for signs of these magnificent animals, because if it's going to happen, it's going to happen out there.
This bay we're on is called Elliot Bay. If we were right on this spot 17,000 years ago, we'd be under 3,000 feet of ice. As the glaciers receded, they scraped deeply into the ground. That's why Elliot Bay is so deep and can handle those container ships.
Fun fact, Elliot Bay is so deep that you could place the Space Needle in the middle, and only about 1 foot of the top of the spire would stick out of the water.
If you visited Seattle before, let's say 10 years ago or so, You may not recognize Seattle's skyline today. For over the last decade, Seattle has been the fastest growing city in the U.S. with about 50,000 new people moving here each year from all over the world. And with growth, of course, comes more demand for living and working space. In the last decade alone, downtown Seattle built 286 new buildings, over 27,000 residential units, and 17.5 million square feet of new office space. From 2016 to 2019, we were the construction crane capital of the nation, averaging 65 cranes downtown at any given time, 25 more than the next busiest city. And this most recent growth spurt was started by a small business operating out of a garage or rented house. The business sold books online and was called Cadabra, as in abracadabra. But the name Cadabra sounds like cadaver and creeps some people out. So the name was changed to Amazon. The owner, of course, was Jeff Bezos, and he introduced us to a woman named Alexa.
Hi everyone, I'm Alexa. I'm not like the one you have at home. My model was discontinued. Apparently I have an attitude problem. Deal with it.
Amazon occupies 13 million square feet of Seattle office space, the equivalent to 5 Empire State Buildings. Amazon is Seattle's new gold rush. As promised, let's talk a bit about the canoe shape and artwork on this brand new vessel. It honors the heritage of the 23 local Native American tribes. And the name of our tour is Salish Sea Tours, because we're on the Salish Sea right now. Many people haven't heard of the Salish Sea because the name was just officially granted about 10 years ago. Its name recognizes the coast Salish peoples, who were the first stewards of these waters. The Salish Sea spans 1,600 square miles, from far north into British Columbia, Canada, to south of Olympia, our state capital, about 60 miles away. These waters were rich fishing grounds and sustained the coast Salish peoples for many centuries. The tribes who fish these waters are facing challenges today. Despite dwindling numbers and loss of their land, the struggle continues for recognition by the federal government. If you'd like to learn more, the award-winning documentary called Promise follows the journey of the local Duwamish and Chinook tribes and their fight for the restoration of treaty rights and sovereignty. Salish Sea Tours travel tip. Visit the Duwamish Longhouse and Cultural Center to learn more about Seattle's first peoples. By the way, if it weren't for the help provided by the local tribes to the original non-tribal settlers, there may not be a Seattle here today. The settlers landed here on Alki Point, the land just to the left of the vessel, on September 25, 1851, and quickly realized they weren't well prepared for the Northwest fall weather. The chief of the local Duwamish and Suquamish tribes befriended and helped the settlers. The chief of the tribe was named Salish. We think the exact pronunciation has been lost to history. In time, however, it changed to Seattle.
My name is Workman. I am of the Duwamish tribe. Kalturituha. A long time ago. A day apara te lok Duwamish. On this ancient land of the Duwamish. Baka hatsatitautet. Let many people. Gwigwi hidak. This word, it means invite. Gui means invite, and so when we say gui, it means we invite many people. But today, we recognize that people from all around the world live in Seattle. And so we invite everybody. So we say today, gui hidak, disi ya ya ya, a day a lo that we welcome all people from all around the world onto this ancient land of the Duwamish. Gwigwi hidak, gwigwi hidak, gwigwi hidak.
Fun fact. In an early example of paying for naming rights, the city paid Chief Seattle a generous amount every year for the use of his name until his death in 1866. It was named for respect and